Hi Capricorn, this is your forecast for the month of October 2017. If you have visited me before, I'd like to thank you for returning, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, or Capricorn Moon. It might also be helpful for you to watch your rising and moon sign. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages with videos for love, finance, and other readings. Now, the last week you have a major card, so it's likely that the outcome of a situation is out of your hands. This is going to be a week of pressure, perhaps interruptions, maybe confrontation, because this is a week that, shakes up whatever you thought was built on solid ground. There's something explosive, uncontrollable, some modification taking place, and in that experience, whatever that may be, it could be through trauma or a crisis point, an illness, some ending that you didn't expect, you're having an awakening. There's a transformation taking place for you. Now, in some cases, this is welcome. There's a release from bondage. There's been some pressure building. Maybe you wanted to be free. Maybe there's been some rigid thinking or ideas or pressure, and suddenly that pressure can no longer be contained. And so some of you, something is going to erupt. There's going to be a separation or a divorce or an accident, or again, some issues with property or finances. For some of you, it's the natural disasters. So there's something going on where something disturbing that takes place. And in the process, again, those structural flaws are addressed. You're purging something and you're shattering those false beliefs. So you're being released from something. For some of you, you're dealing with people who are aggressive, who challenge the way you look at a situation. And it could be leaving you in a state of shock. Now, some of you are gaining insights. Something is coming forth suddenly, unexpectedly, out of the blue. And this may be a secret. It could be you suddenly gain an insight. There was something that you weren't seeing. Or for some of you, there's something you've been hiding. Or again, this tie to the past and stirring that all up. And it's possible that there's a need for something to come to light. So this is a good time for you to reorganize your life in some way. Something has not been working. Something has been holding you back and keeping you from making the most of yourself and making some progress. And it's time for you to address that. And if you hesitate, then the universe is going to step in and do it for you. So this is a week where you may have to surrender to a greater force. Providence may step in, and you may have to let go of something that you were desperately holding on to but no longer works, whatever that may be. And for some of you, you're coming to terms with that you've been working against yourself because you haven't been taking care of something in a timely manner. Whether that's taking care of a medical issue or waiting too long to address something, whatever it is, you are recognizing where you may have been inflexible about something in the past. And so you need to adapt to a changing situation. And the Nine of Pentacles was all about self-reliance. And again, this is a week where, whether that's professionally, materially, whatever way, you're going to have to accomplish more on your own. And that's where your success is going to come from. So this is going to be a week for some of you where you decide to, address something. Maybe you've had some doubt or a lack of self-confidence. And this week, maybe you're going to come into your own. You're going to tell somebody like it is, or somebody's going to issue a statement to you that's surprising or shocking. So whatever happens, everyone is going to know where everybody stands, and you're going to be glad about that. You're going to appreciate knowing the facts, knowing the situation as it is, so that you can make some necessary changes. So again, reorganizing is the key word this week. You may be hearing things that you don't like, or again, maybe trying to hold on to something and trying to put a spin on a situation and telling yourself that you're doing A, B, or C because it's good for you, or it's good for the other person, or it's good for the situation. But that's a false narrative. So, some of you're trying to tell people things that you're metering out information. You're trying to put information in a package that you think is palatable for the other person. And what ends up happening is that you create a misunderstanding instead. For some of you, because you weren't expecting what's happening, and perhaps it's rather shocking, you may feel like you're a victim, that something has happened to you. But the truth of the matter is that you failed to address something in a timely manner, and you were a willing participant in, the situation that's now at hand. You placed yourself, whether it was unwittingly or not, you placed yourself in this position, and probably because you were refusing to accept that there was some inevitable change that had to take place.